So in this video, we are going to talk about ways that you can change up your leftovers so that you don't waste food. As many of you know, I am in South Texas right now without my husband to help me eat leftovers. So let me show you some of the ways that I am using up what I have with only one person here. This will also work for a family. So let's get started. So I came down here with a big tub of yogurt. And as some of you know, my fridge has gone in and out trying to freeze things. Well, it doesn't hurt to freeze yogurt by all means, but I wanted to get that used up. I've been here for a while now. It's still in the fridge. So I decided I was going to get it used up. And this is one of the main rules that I want to give you if you're using up leftovers. Do not be afraid to buy something else or open something else to use up what you already have open. Sometimes that is just the little nudge that you need to get something used that's been sitting in your fridge. So I had this big tub of yogurt and I went to the store and I bought a package of frozen strawberries for $2.24. The fresh strawberries cost more than that. I bought them with no sugar. I already had frozen blueberries in my freezer, as I had shown you. I had some orange juice, so I brought my little bullet blender with me. So what I did is I took about a fourth to a third of a cup of frozen blueberries that I already had with me, about 6 to 7 strawberries, about a half of a cup of the vanilla bean yogurt, and about a third of a cup of orange juice, and made myself some wonderful, wonderful smoothies. And they were so good. I had 2 small cups of one yesterday and 2 today. They were that good. But I had so much yogurt left that this is what I made with it next. I'm using stuff up in my fridge today. I'm making a yogurt loaf because I had some yogurt that needed used up. It's a vanilla bean flavor, but you could do this with anything and you could make it any flavor that you want. All you have to do is put in 2 eggs, 3/4 of a cup of sugar, 1 cup of yogurt of your choice, 1/2 of a cup of any type of oil, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 of a teaspoon of salt, and 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. And then I added cinnamon to mine, if you can see that, because I like cinnamon and I had already used vanilla. And then just cook it for 45 minutes at 350 degrees. People have put lemon zest in this. They've put almond extract in this. They've put chocolate chips. So literally, the loaf is however you want to make it. I hope you enjoy. And then I just added a little frosting on mine, but you could also do powdered sugar. This is delicious. So you could use some of those strawberries and have strawberry shortcake with that yogurt cake. You could use it in replacement of a pound cake. You could add different ingredients to it and make it however you want. But because of the yogurt being in it, it is super moist and super delicious. Well, then I checked out H-E-B and tried to find some clearance items like we were talking about, and this is what I came home with. These are 3 of the good deals that I got at H-E-B today. I was able to get this package of broccoli. It's 12 ounces. It was marked 50% off, and then there was a 75-cent coupon hanging there that you could get. I got this for 64 cents. Wow, yeah. This was on the clearance rack. It was Pete's Coffee. I have never tried it before, but I've heard good things about it. It was marked down, as you can see, to $5.29. It is decaf, but to me, that isn't the important part. The important part is dark roast, because then I can use less as I'm making coffee and it will go farther. And I had a $2 digital coupon making this $3.29. So good deal for me to be able to try this elite coffee that I could not afford before. And then 6 bars of Caress bar soap. We do use bar soap. I did bring some with me. However, I have backup that is the soft soap kind. And I usually use that when we have like guests at home, but I didn't have any extra bar soap at the time. So I went ahead and brought some with me just in case, but I'm going to save that, take it back home, use it for when we have guests, and use this bar soap. 6 bars for $4.48, and they are large bars. So the total weight on this was 6 of the 3.15 ounce bars for 18.9 total ounces for $4.48. So that will last us a long time, and I'll have extra when I get home. And I had that small crock pot full of spaghetti with tomatoes in it that I had showed you a few days ago. I was trying to figure out how to use up those leftovers. I took my leftover tomato soup that I'd made, I mixed it in the spaghetti, and I had 2 helpings like that. And then I had a green pepper. I sauteed that up, chopped it up, put it into 2 more servings to make it have just a little different flavor. And then I used that broccoli that I just showed you and made this. So you probably remember this spaghetti that I showed you in a few videos back, and you probably thought, how is she going to use up that little crock pot full of spaghetti when it's just her? Well, this is one of the ways I used it up. I just took some plant milk, added a little bit of cheddar cheese to make a cheese sauce, sauteed up that 64-cent package of broccoli, and put it over the top for a delicious meal. So if it makes the difference between you letting something go bad or using something up by just adding something else to it, I vote to add something else to it. Sometimes just changing up those leftovers will not make them feel like leftovers. I've been known to dump a lot of things into the casseroles the next day, the stews the next day, or make a totally different meal with whatever's left and just throw it all together. It's totally possible. I did this all the time when my kids were young. No one ever noticed. And it got us another serving or 2 down the road, and it always tastes delicious. I think we sometimes get stuck in thinking about what something was rather than what something could be. Taking that meatloaf and chopping it up and mixing it into chili or mixing it into a hamburger stew, taking those vegetables that you had and throwing them into the next casserole. There's so many ways to take things and mix them in to the next serving of something and make your food stretch, and also make sure that you don't waste anything. Let us know in the comments if you have a favorite tip on how to use up leftovers. Thanks for watching today, and I hope you have a great day.